Children, moving ahead with the next topic of the chapter, the February Revolution in Petrograd. Now remember children, the anti-German feelings had developed among the people of Russia. So they changed St. Petersburg, the city St. Petersburg, which was a German name, to Petrograd. Now we will look into this city, Petrograd, where this revolution started in the month of February. So children, this is the layout of the city of Petrograd. You can see in Russia, and there you can see this river Neva is flowing to the center of the city Petrograd. You can see here some arrow mark. This is the city, and this is the flow of the river from here to there. And remember children, whenever every river has a right bank and a left bank, and it depends on the floor of the river. If the floor of the river is this way, then this is going to be, when you stand here, your right hand is going to be the right bank and left hand is going to be the left bank. Suppose the river is flowing from this way, then this will be the left bank and that will be the right bank. So it depends on the flow of the river. So this is river Neva flowing through the city of Petrograd. Okay. So you see children, this is river Neva and this is the right bank of the river, and here is the left bank of the river Neva. Now children, you see that the right bank of the river had workers' quarters and all the factories were on the right bank of the river. You can see here the workers used to live here, their residence was here. So it was basically for the common people, okay, who were not so rich, the middle class and all, lived on the right bank of the river Neva. And then on the left bank was a fashionable area where all the wealthy people lived. The Tsar's winter palace was here. All the official buildings were on the left bank of the river Neva. So you see children, there was a sharp divide between the rich and the middle class and the poor people. On the left bank we had the wealthy people, and on the right bank we had the workers and the factories there. Now moving ahead, in February 1917, it was very cold winter, okay, with heavy snow, frost, and it made the life of the workers very difficult. There was food shortage, so you can see how the winters are. It's fully packed with snow, and life has become very difficult for the farmers, leading to shortage of food. Children, 22nd February 1917, very important day in the history of Russia. Now we look in, since we are studying Petrograd, what happened in Petrograd. Now on the right bank of the river Neva, a factory was locked out. That means the factory was closed, and so the workers lost their jobs. Because of shortage of supplies, the factory had to be closed down. Now because of that factory workers lost their jobs, 50 other factory workers joined in support, and they called us a strike, and they said that women also joined this revolt, and that is why this day has been selected as the Women's International Day. Now you will tell me, Women's International Day is celebrated every year on 8th March. Why this happened on 22nd February? Now I'll give you a reason for this. Because in Russia in those days they used to follow the Julian calendar, which there is a we follow a Gregorian calendar. So, and this calendar is 13, there's a difference of 13 days. So if you add 13 days to 22nd February, this gets to 7th March, and that is why 8th March is celebrated as Women's International Day. So now you see so many workers gathered and declared a strike, and they marched ahead and crossed the river and reached to the center of the city. It was called as Nevsky Prospect. There they reached, and when they saw so many people, the people on the left bank, the rich people, they saw so many people gathering there. Then the Tsar had imposed a curfew, and the crowd was dispersed. Okay, so they were all asked to go back. So children, you can see the demonstrators are now pushed back from Nevsky Prospect, and they were made to go back. But They came back again. They did not lose hope. They came back again on 24th and 25th of February. Now these protesters, as I told you, did not lose hope. They again gathered themselves and protested. And on 24th, they came back on 24th and 25th. But now the government had no other option. It called the cavalry and the police and asked them to keep an eye on them so that they don't proceed further. And they're asked to move back. Children, on 25th February, the Tsar suspended the Duma. He abolished it. And with this, the parliamentarians who were there, who were from the Conservative Party, who were always agreed to whatever the Tsar said, were very unhappy. And then we see on 26th onwards now, the workers now increase their protest, okay? And they increased their protest and they marched ahead and ranks to the left and ransacked the police headquarters, and they raised also slogans saying that they want proper food, proper salary, proper working hours, and they wanted a government, a democratic form of government where they have the right to vote. So these protests became louder and louder. And now even the politicians were in favor. They also wanted to join the workers in this protest because they were very unhappy with the kind of decisions that the Tsar was taking. So children, as the protest grew louder and louder, the government had no other option but to now stop this demonstration. So they again called the police and the cavalry, yes, and asked them to open fire. But the cavalry refused to do so, and they joined hands with the workers. Okay, they refused to open fire because they also knew that the Tsar was making an unreasonable demand. Okay, and then both the workers and the soldiers decided to form a council called the Soviet. And since it was made in the city of Petrograd, it was called as the Soviet Petrograd. Both of them joined to form a Soviet. Soviet means a council, a group of people. They joined hands together. Children, after the Soviet was made, the delegation went to meet the Tsar, and they told the Tsar that and advised him that he should now leave his position, abdicate from his position, which he agreed. And on 2nd March, Tsar was abdicated. That means he now no longer remained the ruler. Okay, so we see an end to autocracy in Russia. Children, after 2nd March, with the removal of the Tsar, okay, the Soviet and the Duma. Who were the Soviet? The association formed by the workers and soldiers, and the Duma were the leaders in the parliament. Both of them decided to run the country by forming a provisional government. For the time being, they formed a government, provisional for the time being, and they wanted now a democracy in Russia where everyone would get the right to vote. So we see that this city Petrograd that led to this February Revolution brought an end to the monarchy or autocratic rule in Russia in February 1917, and that is why this is called the February Revolution 1917 in Petrograd, and the outbreak, how this happened. Okay. Now let us revise the topic February Revolution in Petrograd. So first we saw the layout of the city, and we have seen that the river Neva flows through the center of the city, and when the river flows there you have the right bank and the left bank. So you see on the right bank there were the workers' quarters and the factories, and the left bank was a fashionable area where all the wealthy people lived. And then we have seen the situation of the city in February. There was shortage of food and bad weather, severe winters, okay, and this affected the workers. Now moving ahead, we saw that on 22nd February on the right bank there was a lockout at a factory, and so 50 other workers from other 50 factories, the workers gathered together and observed strike, and in this the women also participated. And so 22nd February was chosen as the day of International Women's Day. International Women's Day is on 8th March. I has already told you they followed a different calendar which had a difference of 13 days. Okay, then we see these demonstrators, the workers, they reach the center of the capital, crossing the bank of the river to the left bank, and they came to the center of the city called Nevsky Prospect. And so, but what the king had no other option but to apply curfew so that these demonstrations could be dispersed. They were dispersed, but they came back in full force on 25th and on 24th and 25th February. And now again the Tsar had to call in for the police and the cavalry to keep an eye on them. Children, on 25th February, the Tsar suspended the Duma. Now the politicians criticized this. The demonstrators returned with full force on 26th February. On 27th February, they ransacked the police headquarters and they protested. And slogans were raised for that they want sufficient food, they want better salaries, better working conditions, and they wanted democracy now. So now again the Tsar had no other option but to call in the cavalry and the police to control the situation. But this time, and he asked the cavalry to open fire on them. But the cavalry refused to open fire on these demonstrators. We see children, the cavalry they refuse to obey the orders of their seniors, so that is called as mutiny. They also realized that the Tsar was not doing the correct thing, and they decided to join with the workers and form a council which was called as the Soviet. Since it was made in Petrograd, so it was called as the Soviet Petrograd. Now this delegation, the leaders of this delegation which was formed, they all went to the Tsar to meet him, and the military commander of the military advised him that he must now leave his post, abdicate. So the Tsar agreed and he abdicated on 2nd March. Children, after 2nd March, then the Soviet leaders, that means the group that was formed with the workers and the soldiers and the Duma leaders, that means the parliament leaders, they decided to form a provisional government. For the time being, they wanted a government, and they wanted now Russia to be run on the basis of universal adult franchise. That means all should be given the right to vote. So we see finally the February Revolution, which happened in Petrograd, brought down the monarchy or autocratic rule in Russia.